got them exactly where I want them. Nope. I'll have to play with that. Trying to figure out how to set the cruise control. Don't seem to be. I guess I gotta reread. Okay, that's off. That's on. I would think that would set, but it ain't. What's the deal? Ah, there it is. Yeehaw! Cruise control automatic. So self-counseling blinkers, cruise control, electric, a little bit tall in the seat height, but I can at least touch the ground. So I'll probably just leave the suspension alone and get a lower seat. Let this thing cruise for a while just to make sure it's working right. I don't got nobody behind me to hold up. I need a 13 to adjust my mirrors. There's a dirt road right up here I could go up. When I first got out here and started on the Africa Twin and hadn't been on the bike in a year, I think. I went up it a few times just to get some feel for the dirt, and I'll probably come back out here and do that a few times just to get myself broken in just like the bike needs breaking in. For now I want to just get the feel. Okay, we got a hill. Let's see what it acts like. No, it held 60. Motor scooter people, probably Harley people, they don't wave to you or nothing. Now that one's BMW, they're just like Harley people. Big money wasters. There's a road up here, Fossil Creek Road, I believe it's called, that I want to go up. It goes about 40 miles or so, dirt road. But it's last time I tried to come up here, it was closed. They had a fire, I believe it was 2020 or early 21. So it was all closed up. And it goes back up into those mountains there. Yeah, Fossil Creek Road runs along the Verde River. Yeah, the road's closed. That's too bad, because I'd sure like to try that out. Now we're cruising along at 61 miles an hour, and the cruise control is holding really well, so that's a plus. So this thing's got some technology, less technology than some of the other bikes out there, but I really am not the person that wants to deal with technology. I'd rather feel the bike myself, but I wanted to get a lighter bike, and I was going to get a Tenere, but I don't know what the heck is going on with Yamaha in this country. You can't get them, you can't see them, you can't look at them. I've only seen 2 on the road in the last year. And that was included a drive out from, I think I better take the cruise off and accelerate. That was driving out from Louisiana. So it's kind of crazy, but Yamaha's missing out because they could sell a bunch of them. I am going to do an awful thing. I'm going to take the cat off this and put a full header system on it when I can. I'll get it through its services and such. Well, right now there's not really anything available for this bike. I think the Tuareg, the Aprilia Tuareg header system might work, except it goes under the motor. But I think at the collector I could bring it up the side pipe if I had one to play with, because they got a big bulge on the side of the motor where the skid plate is, and that bulge is strictly to cover where the catalytic converter sits, so that could go in a couple of inches if that cat wasn't sitting there. At least it's somewhat out in the air where it can be less intrusive on your leg with the heat that comes off those things. Definitely a bit more nimble since I put some preload in the front end. A lot of wind noise on this helmet. Must be pee time for the KTM people. This will be good for the tires. Scrub off all that mold release agent. Feels okay, but I'm certainly not going to push it. Beautiful country. feel the tire move around on these car repair spots. Definitely need some scrubbing in. Seat is firm, but feels comfortable. Of course, I'll know more when I'm sitting for a couple of hours at a time. Need to rig me up a lambskin seat cover too. They sure make a difference in the heat and the cold for that matter. Got to be really careful where I'm parking because I'm still unsure of my footing. The height I'm not completely comfortable with yet. With my shorty legs, I got weird body, short legs, short inseam, only 29-inch, but a tall trunk. And actually this sitting position right now feels pretty good. I haven't moved anything, although the front end looks bent. That's kind of weird. Is it the bars or no? Huh, I'll have to look at that. It doesn't feel bent. It sure looks like it in the triple clamp. Time I stop, I'll take a look. Anyway, the ergonomics feel good. You gotta, get the shifter, get the brake pedal, all that kind of stuff set up. I set the clutch and the front brake up pretty decent. Heck, it's trying to remember just to use the clutch is a new one for me, because both my Beta and my Africa Twins, the DCT, and the Beta's got a recluse auto clutch in it, which down the road, who knows, I may put one on this recluse, because these old worn out mechanic hands of mine do hurt occasionally. Got to get an operation on my neck probably next month. Got one eye done a week and a half ago, so I can actually see out of my right eye now, which is kind of cool. Got the wonderful problems from Agent Orange with macular degeneration and diabetes and skin problems and bleeding problems and all the rest of the crap. Oops, something's got a little wrench. Well, probably a big wrench from the looks of it. You can tell you're in Arizona. There are motorcycles everywhere. I get my other eye done. This is just cataract surgery. Get my left eye done at the end of the month. And then hopefully get my neck done and get rid of some of this pain, and maybe I'll be a new man at 75. Who knows? I'd sure like to extend my riding time. All these new scooters that are out are amazing. stuff I've ridden in my time don't even compare to what the last 5 years, 6 years that I've had bikes. When I started riding the dirt again and got off the full street bikes and got into the adventure bike mode. I'm probably going to sell the 2-stroke Beta. I like it, but I'm don't have a lot of room to keep another bike around, and I'd like to get a 4-stroke, kind of a dual sport, probably a Beta 500, something that I can use both on the road and go for overnight camp trips, that kind of thing. Of course, I can do that with this also. I think I'll cool down the speed for a minute. Let the RPMs down. It's a good break-in. You want to vary the RPMs. Don't let it get into a mode where it sits at one speed all the time, or 1 RPM rather. Speed doesn't matter, it's the RPM.